Okay guys, let's take you for a demo lap of the race that's happening tomorrow on GT Sport, the TT Cup at Sainte-Croix B. So we're going up towards the first corner. Now this is one corner that you can cut, this is what not to do this first lap. So this is what you shouldn't be doing. So again, brake into here, and then most people do this. That is not allowed at all. No, you've got to stay at least half a car over the other side of the white line, which I'll show you the next lap round. So we go up to this corner here. Again, this is another popular one that people will try and do. So into this corner they'll try and take loads of grass on the inside, or they'll try and run really wide on the outside. Don't want any of that. So as you go down the hill, then this bit pretty much self-explanatory because you've got a wall at each side, so you can't really cut too much. As you go down here, so into here, slow down a bit, into this left-hand corner and then into the right. Again, you can try and cut the inside, but it'll just throw you off, and then if you try and cut that bit, there's a wall there, so you can't really do much. So going across the bridge, full power on in this TT. Into this next corner. Again, this is another corner that you can't really cut because it'll just bite you back. If you do try and do it, for example, if you try and cut here, the curb will just throw you off, and then you'll end up running towards that wall. So you don't want to be doing that. So down here, this corner is quite tricky. Again, you can't cut this one because there's a wall at each side, but you just try and get the nose of the car in. Just try and tap it on the brake. I'm only going gently around this first lap. I'm not going all out. As we go down the straight now, building up the speed. Into this kink here. Again, you can't really cut this one very much as well, otherwise you'll lose too much speed. This corner down here, a lot of people mostly run wide rather than cut the corner, but we'll just see how we go. So on the brakes, down the gearbox. Again, you can't really cut because of the wall on the inside, but you can go plenty wide into that gravel trap. So again, down here, again, you can't really cut too much, otherwise you'll just completely end up going wide. So into this section, into the right, and then into this left. Again, not a corner that you can cut very much. You'll end up running wide most of the time. And then down towards this last corner, braking at the 100-metre board, just nicely on the brakes. Again, you can't cut too much because that grass will just send you wide into that wall on the outside. It's mainly this first corner that you've got to watch out for on this track, but we'll just show you another lap anyway. So this is what you should be doing, guys, this lap. So we're working with the gearbox, and then we're going to brake for the first corner. We're going to brake here, and then look, if you look, this is the maximum you're allowed, just a little bit over the white line, that's it. If your left-hand wheels go over that white line, or more than half the car over that white line, then that will be a track limit, and I will be watching as we go down to this next corner here. Onto the brakes, into this corner, just let it run a bit wider and then just get the power out. You can see just by doing that line there, we're already ahead of the ghost car from the last lap. So then down here I usually take a little bit of a wider line in here myself, so then we can get the car tucked in for the next part. Little tap of the brakes just to steady the car in, and then down to third gear, into this corner here, just a little tap over the curb maybe, and then power on the exit, and you can see that we're already well ahead of the ghost car of the lap that you shouldn't be doing. So we're going down over the bridge now, down to this next corner. This is quite a tricky braking corner. You want to look for roughly about the 100-metre board. About now, onto the brakes, down into third, get straight back onto the power, and lovely and smooth around there. That's what you want to do, not like what the ghost car just did there and clout the wall. So as we go around this corner here, I usually take it a little bit faster in, down to fourth maybe, then straight back on the power. Get the power on out of this corner. One corner that you don't want to lose speed on, and this is one straight where the weight will really affect your car, especially when we end up going the other way as well. Into this corner here, and then up the hill towards this hairpin. This is quite a tricky hairpin this, but I usually brake about now, get braked early, down to third gear, into the inside, and then power out towards the outside of the corner, and then into fourth, fifth. Keep it more or less flat through this first part, just nice looking for his apexes. Might have to have a little lift as we go through this section here, depends how we set the car up. Yeah, just a little feather there, and then straight back onto the power to get the car lined up out of this corner, grabbing sixth gear on the exit, and then down towards the 100-metre board. Brake down a couple of gears into the corner, you can use the curb, and then of the way out. A little bit wide there, but we got away with it, and that is a lap of Sainte-Croix.